Nearly 4,000 residents have died of COVID in Ontario care homes, and an inquiry slammed the province for failures during the pandemic and before it as well. Now, less than a year before an election, the Ford government says it's taking corrective action.
I rise today to introduce the Providing More Care.
The legislation will increase direct care to residents to an average of 4 hours a day by 2025. Hire more provincial inspectors and increase fines for homes that break the rules. Groups representing Ontario's mostly for-profit homes welcomed the changes. Advocates, though, see it differently.
It's basically the same legislation as we had before.
Jane Meadis says the biggest challenge facing the sector is a lack of staff, high turnover, and relatively low pay.
You can't do anything else in the legislation unless you have the right amount of care for the people. You can train, you can have the best legislation. You need the hands on deck to actually provide the care.
Homes have failed before and been caught by inspectors but faced no consequence. A CBC News investigation found that in the 4 years leading up to the pandemic, 85% of homes broke serious rules repeatedly. Virtually none was ever penalized, not before COVID, not during.
Where are the charges for all the homes over the last year and a half that very clearly failed to protect their residents? Where are those charges?
The new inspectors won't be able to charge homes criminally either. Only some will even have investigative skills. We've seen in past hidden camera investigations how inspectors have been frustrated by how little power they've had.
I don't have time to check them in for an hour.
It took decades to get to the situation we're in. It is going to take time to get us out, but we want to move as quickly as possible on the sake of our residents.
Okay, so David, hiring more inspectors, but is there going to be a difference in how they'll be inspecting?
Well, yes, indeed, because now, once again, they're going to be proactive. Now, CBC News was the first to report that this government got rid of proactive inspections, even though they were up to 5 times more likely to find violations when the inspectors went in. Instead, they moved over to a reactive system, which means that they would only go in basically after a problem had occurred. When we flagged this in our reporting, the previous Minister of Long-Term Care called all of that a red herring. Well, today, the new Minister of Long-Term Care put those proactive inspections back into place.
All right, David Common, thank you very much.